Chase Dugas, class of 2028, quarterback safety, and I attended Acadia Middle School.
Nick Cormier, cornerback linebacker, class of 2028, LJ Alamo.
Daniel Como, our receiver, class of 2026, Acadia Middle.
Denny Martin, cornerback, class of 2028, school, Acadia Middle.
My name is Jamarian George. I play online D-line, class of 2026, Lafayette Middle.
Kel Senegal, DB, class of 2026, Paulbrook Middle School.
My name is James Ross. I play O-line and D-line, class of 28, Paulbrook Middle School.
My name is Javante Broussard, wide receiver, class of 2028, Acadia Middle School.
Jalen Francois, class of 2027, athlete, Paulbrook Middle School. Acadia Fuse, middle linebacker, class of 2026, D. Paulbrook. My name is Jimmy Britton. I play D-line, class 2028. I went to Acadia Middle School.
Josh Willis, O-line, D-line, class of 2026, Capital Middle.
DeAndre Alexander, center, class of 2026, Paulbrook.
Caleb Joseph, quarterback, class of 2028, LJ Alamo.
My name is Macavia Tucson. I play defensive end, classification is 2028, and middle school is Cameron Community. Mason Mars, linebacker, class of 2026, Acadia Middle.
Logan Narcisse, class of 2026, defensive end, Lafayette Middle.
Philip D-line, class of 2027, Auburn Middle.
Hey, my name is Mario Alexander. My position is cornerback. My classification is 2026. I am a senior now. And my middle school is Paulbrook Middle School.
Paul Kuz, running back, linebacker, class of 26, Paulbrook Middle. My name is Peyton Boyd, free safety, class of 2026, Paulbrook Tigers. Steven Arsenal, wide receiver, cornerback, class of 2026, Paulbrook Middle School.
My name is Jakala Mouton, linebacker, class of 28, Will Charlie.
I believe in the old philosophers. They said that the definition of justice is to give each man his due. And in a car accident or some type of a personal injury situation, a person loses something through the fault of another. And justice would demand that that person be repaid, be compensated, be put back to the place that they were in before the loss. And so that's what drives us at T45, justice.
And if you know, you know. Southern Classic Chicken is a North Louisiana favorite. Famous for crispy chicken and that pepper on the side. And they kept it simple, fresh, and full of flavor. And now, for the first time, they're franchising. And guess what? Lafayette, the hub city, is the very first franchise location. I'm excited because I've heard great things about the chicken. And you know, one thing about people here in Southwest Louisiana, we love good food. And we understand that's what we can expect with Southern Classic Chicken.
Everyone here at Southern Classic, go Vikings!
Hello, my name is Teurlings, Arsenal number 4. Here at Northside High School, I play football and I got all my sins with me. And we here representing Mr. Tim for everything he do for Northside, and we appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all, man. That's a good year right there, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Fellas, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all to death, man. Y'all know that already. I told y'all that at the game. And that's an amazing year right there, man. 99. Listen, man, I'm here for y'all. I love y'all to death. Y'all know it's Northside doing through fail. One time for me, fellas, if y'all don't mind, just a little Vikings on me, Vikings on 3. 1, 2, 3, Vikings. I'm talking about my boy.
Go Vikings.
Hello, Viking fans. I'm Ricardo Collins. I'm Ricardo's Barber and Beauty Salon, where we'll be making Lafayette beautiful one hair at a time. Whether it's a fresh fade or a flawless style you're looking for, call 337-234-0288. That's Ricardo's Barber and Beauty Salon. Serving and supporting our community for 30 years. Go Vikings.
At Northside High School, opportunity means justice, and leadership begins in the courtroom.
The Northside High Legal Academy gives students real-world experience in the study and the practice of law, preparing future attorneys, judges, and advocates.
From mock trials and constitution debates to field experiences with local courts,
Our students don't just learn about justice, we live it.
Our students engage with real legal professions, judges, attorneys, and civil leaders, gaining insight and mentorship that shapes our future careers.
I joined the Legal Academy because I want to make a difference, to help people and change my community.
This program taught me how the law really works and gave me confidence to speak up and lead.
Graduates of the Northside High Legal Academy go on to study political science, criminal justice, and law.
Join the Northside High Legal Academy, where your future in law begins today.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, the Northside High School is home of the Broadcast and Journalism Academy. This academy is great for students that would like to pursue a career in media. Students are taught all media, such as television, print, social media, and with a focus on radio, we have our own radio station, 93.1 The Fight. We play hip-hop, R&B, Zydeco, and swing out. And yes, we are the voice of the culture. Our music as well as camera work and production is done by our very own Academy students. To apply, visit LafayetteChoice.com.
I said so, I keep it bills up in my heart on the dirty like blood, so ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dragged forward. I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full. I'm in it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cousin, blood, but win again. You think the jumping man, you must think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go for revenge. Have some not so nice friends, kick the toe off the hinge, take the toe off your bands, pop up my phone and your friends, man.
Buy me vanilla, take a piece on my neck, could have box up a ring. Say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, and these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest. I ain't the largest. The Cali blood reading the blunt. I'm gonna buy me vanilla, take a piece on my neck, could have box up a ring. Say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, and these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest. I ain't the largest. The Cali blood reading the blunt. I'm gonna buy me vanilla, take a piece on my neck, could have box up a ring. Say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, and these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest. I ain't the largest. The Cali blood reading the blunt. I'm gonna buy me vanilla, take a piece on my neck, could have box up a ring. Say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, and these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest. I ain't the largest. The Cali blood reading the blunt.
The St. Thomas More Cougars. This story perhaps might be the biggest story of the season, or one of the biggest stories of the season. And Scott, it's this. It's that the Teurlings Rebels continue to get national attention from their athletic teams off the field.
Well, one of our captains is Hudson Clavel, number 23, backup running back. He scored against Opelousas week 1. The next week during a JV game, he broke his collarbone. Just came back 2 weeks ago. And, you know, Hudson being up in the stands, picking up trash after the STM game, helping Mr. Bryan on the visitor side. Great to see that he's an honorary captain tonight, and he could see some action out there. And it's my understanding that one of the major networks that begins with a C and doesn't have NNNNN after it, but CBS will be in town sometime next week.
To do a story on his efforts outside of the field.
Well, you know,
after the game.
I get all fanboy about a guy named Steve Hartman on the road. And it's my understanding that it's his group that's going to be doing that story. And he's big on doing, you know, good people doing good things. I mean, I aspired to do things like that with Heart of Acadiana or Spirit of Acadiana back at 3. Steve Hartman laid the template.
Vikings have won the toss. Rebels have elected to receive as the Vikings deferred. So we will take a break, come back after our national anthem, have kickoff of tonight's game. This wraps up the Coca-Cola pregame show on News Talk 96.5 and now streaming on 446 Sports.
If you're looking for the definition of a knowledgeable, strong, successful, and caring attorney, the answer you seek lies with Shannon Dartes of the Glenn Armentar Law Corporation. A Teurlings parent with a Rebel sophomore and football player, Shannon specializes in workman's compensation and personal injury cases, and she brings a wealth of experience that comes with over 25 years as an attorney. She's empathetic, accessible, and always puts you first. Attorney Shannon Dartes, another member of the Teurlings Catholic family.
Peace of mind is priceless. So is protecting everything you've worked so hard to provide for your family. Choose the State Farm agent we trust to ensure everything for our family. Brad Saloon State Farm can provide all kinds of insurance, including home, auto, boat, and so much more. Call Brad Saloon State Farm at 337-981-4990. Trust that in your time of need, State Farm is there. Brad Saloon State Farm, 337-981-4990.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Wow, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
We are Acadiana's home for news and talk. News Talk 96.5 KPEL Brokerage Lafayette, a Town Square Media station.
That does it for the Coca-Cola pregame show. Time for kickoff. Let's head to the Summit Financial Press Box for kickoff. Teurlings Rebels, faith and football kickoff now.
It is a Richetto's road game, but the Rebels don't have to travel far as they take their 9-0 record on the road to Northside High to finish out the regular season. Scott, the first attempt since 1995 to attempt to go 10-0 on the year.
Yeah.
A 30-year span, and this would be the third time the Rebels have done it. Standing in their way, though, are the Vikings of Northside High.
You know, last year the Rebels were rolling, 8-0 before we met STM, and we lost by 10 to them. But, yeah, since it may have been Sonny or right around Sonny's first year as head coach.
Teurlings Rebels have 2 men back deep to receive. As I said, the Vikings won the toss and deferred. The Rebels elected to receive, and the Rebels will move north to south. That is right to left across your radio, Android, or iPhone application. Riley Dupuy and Andrew Viator are back to receive for the Rebels. They stand at their own 5-yard line in the north end zone.
Well, you know, we've seen some Riley. Cut. We've seen Riley do a couple of real nice things as a returner, and obviously that's why he keeps getting the play. We'll see a lot of Riley next year as a receiver. So, you know, bringing in that speed, and anybody that can keep up with Andrew Viator deserves to be back there.
Teurlings Rebels, Scott, as you mentioned, have not yet had that one kick return, punt return, and that is what we heard in your interview with Coach Michael Corbel, the one thing he might like to see. Kick is into the air. It's going to be taken by the up pack. That is Celestine at the 22. To the 25, cutting to the far side. Cuts back to the 25. Tries to push a tackler off, then falls down at about the 23-yard line, and that is where the Rebels will set up shop with a Chick-fil-A 1st and 10.
Nick kept running sideways, kept hoping for a gap, but Northside was pretty fast. They were able to stay up with him step for step.
We're coming to you from the Summit Financial Press Box as we are streaming on 446 Sports and here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL. Rebels offense comes out onto the field to take their first possession of the game. Beautiful updates to the Northside High Stadium, Scott. Beautiful field, beautiful turf, beautiful new scoreboard, completely digital.
Lafayette school system over the last couple of years. I mean, Como High is really nice. Carrico's really nice.
Munoz calls for the ball on first down, hands off straight ahead. That is Schwander, who surges across the 30-yard line. He'll be marked down at the 34, which is good for a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10. Let's go ahead and set the offense for you for the Teurlings Rebels. Of course, your quarterback, the senior Alex Munoz. Your starting running backs, Ian Schwander. Nick Celestine will start at wide receiver, as will Quinn Sema and Andrew Viator. Your tight end is A.J. Price. Your offensive line, Jack Matthews, Barron Perkins, Colston Olivier, Thomas Kramer, and Alex Landry will start at center.
As Mikey said, Alex Landry, not as big as Drake Perry, but very athletic, very physical. Mikey says he'll take physical anytime.
Viking defensive line encroaches into the neutral zone, gets called for the penalty, so the Rebels 1st down and 10 turns into a Chick-fil-A 1st and 5. Two wide receivers are to the near side. That is the left of Munoz, who hands off to Schwander. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. He will be, or check that, a gain of 1 maybe on the play, as they will mark him just shy of the 40-yard line.
This time the Vikings had this huge surge right around the right guard, right tackle.
Gain of 1 sets up the Rebels with the 2nd down and about 4.
While I'm mentioning new stadiums, Lafayette High's Mighty Lion Stadium's gorgeous as well.
Schwander now moves to the left of Munoz. Lone wide receiver to the far side is Sema. Munoz hands off Schwander again. Schwander's got a crease. Schwander to the 45, to 50. It's a foot race to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Schwander takes the man with him to the 5, caught from behind, but Ian Schwander is not lost. He was on his way to the end zone, just not quite quickly enough.
Well, a lot of speed caught up with him, but 51 yards?
I believe 51, yes, is correct. So Chick-fil-A.
Like when you round up. That's good.
1st down and goal. Inside the Hub City Ford red zone. Munoz to throw over the middle. Viator wide open, and it's a Cafe Sidney May 6. The Rebels find pay dirt on their first drive.
And just a little looking right to the middle, a little slant. Pay dirt within 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Rebels show the swinging gate on the PAT. We will see if they attempt to go for 2. And Scott, that would be big man with football if they do, because that's 78 behind, and they look like they're going for 2. They are. Big man with football, trying to get in, and Scott not going to get there. And I hate that play with a big man because you're going to get people going after their legs. That was Colston Olivier. And that's exactly what happened. Glad Olivier gets up. None worse for wear. Rebels lead at 6-0 over the Vikings of Northside High after their opening possession. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
Here's your Beal and Hebert starting lineup.
Lance Beal, Teurlings Catholic.
Kenny Hebert, Catholic High.
Stephen Williams, STM.
Don Connett, USL.
Alan Haney, Catholic High.
Gabrielle Romero, Sacred Heart.
Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown lawyers.
Rebels take their opening possession, go 67 yards in 1:40 and make it 6-0 on a 5-yard touchdown pass from Alex Munoz to Andrew Viator alongside Scott Braz to Tyler Darbone back in the studio. I'm Kevon Bordelon.
That 51-yard run by Schwander will make things look really good, but 3 carries, 63 yards is our total.
Logan Boudreau set for the ensuing kick, puts foot to leather, pops this one up. It will be taken in at about the 11-yard line. Returning it to the far side, off of a tackler, breaks through one, can't get from the third or fourth at the 25-yard line. He'll get the 26. It appears that was TJ Isidore, the senior running back and wide receiver for Northside.
Luke Hebert and Deculus teaming up on the tackle. Good job by Luke. Just stood him up. Yeah, I did a story today, Kevon, wishing good thoughts to our friends over in Erath. The Bobcats are going for their first ever 10-0 season. Come on, you want to talk about a team that's putting up numbers. 40-something points a game. The Bobcats have been great, so wish them luck. I think they're playing Villeplatte tonight.
Scott, we have Alan Richardson on our roster as the starting quarterback for the Vikings. He's got wide receivers bunched to his right, lone wide receiver to his left. Vikings moving left to right across your radio, Android, or iPhone. Pitches it to the far side. His running back is going to take it in, get to the original line of scrimmage, maybe pick up a yard. Looks like that was Joshua Thomas on the carry.
And it was Snyder and Chavis, and that thing went south. Seth Miller there too. That thing went south with the pitch. The pitch was just too high. It should have been more level, more lateral, and instead it had a little hang time, which allowed the Rebels to close the gap real quickly.
Same formation. Running back has now switched sides to the left of his starting quarterback. Officially a gain of 1 on the carry. Richardson gets the play from the near sideline and calls for the football. He's going to run it straight ahead left side. He's through the line of scrimmage, breaks one tackle, gets to the 35, taken down at the 36-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down and 10 for the Northside Vikings, Scott.
He's pretty tall and agile, too.
And now the Vikings going hurry up.
Those darn running quarterbacks.
Same play. Richardson left side into the line of scrimmage. He will pick up only about 2 on this carry, set up 2nd and 8. A host of Rebels there for the tackle.
Jude Smith and Lucas Gidry. Lucas is going to be another fun one to watch next year. Another one of those juniors who's been starting and or getting a lot of playing time.
Running back now to the right of Richardson. Again, it's Close, who is the running back, who gets the handoff. No, Richardson will keep it. Richardson gets to the 40, a gain of about 2, and that is where he should be marked down. Sets up 3rd down and 6.
Hate to say this early on, but at some point the officials are going to have to call the whistle because that play should have been blown dead. People are going to get hurt.
Agreed.
Fights are going to break out. Just control the game just a touch better.
So 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 40. Vikings have to get to the 46 to get the first down.
Come on, Rebs, make a stand early.
Now a pistol formation with Cluse behind Richardson. Play clock's approaching 10. Cluse now moves to the right of Richardson in the shotgun. Handoff, Cluse hit after a short gain, very short gain, is going to be 4th down and 4 for the Vikings as he gets to the 42-yard line, but it's going to be about 4 yards shy.
He made it through that front line. His problem was, just as he made it through that front line, he ran right into Jackson Broussard.
Caden Chavis is back doing the duty, returning punts. He'll stand somewhere around his own 30-yard line to receive the kick. And Scott, we saw some changes there last week with Andrew Viator being back there.
Yeah, we did a couple times last week.
Play clock's at 10. Vikings are set. Snap is back. Rebels come up the middle, get a piece of it. That ball's going to hit short of the Rebel 40. It's going to roll back to the 44, and that is where it will be down. The rush came right up the middle, Scott Brazda.
Maha, Carter.
And the Teurlings Rebels get great field position for a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10.
Is Carter Maha putting together like one of the best 2 or 3 game streaks? Not that Carter hasn't always been terrific, but just what he did last week against St. Thomas More.
Correct. A note from Tyler Darbone, our producer. Notre Dame wins last night against Welsh, 34-20. Yep. They finished the season 8-2. One of those losses to the Teurlings Rebels.
At some point, Louis Cook will figure out how to coach football.
Mesh checks in at running back for the Rebels on a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10. Munoz is now going to run it to his left side. Now he's going to cut inside just a bit. He's going to be just shy of the 50-yard line, and the Rebels are going to pick up 4 on the Chick-fil-A 1st down.
Alex bobbing and weaving a little bit. Gets us to the 48, almost the 49. Let's call it 4.5. Why don't we?
Stout checks out for the Rebels. Cantrell checks in. Mesh is still in the pistol. Rebels officially picked up 5 on the carry. Play action. Munoz to throw. Under pressure. He's looking for Mesh, who's wide open. Bounces it, catches it. He's at the 30, to the 25, to the 20. And a circus catch, not because it was difficult, because he just wanted it to look good. But Mesh hauls it in and takes it to the front door of the Hub City Ford red zone at the Viking 20.
Way to stay with it, Spencer. And luckily he was wide open, so he was able to play with it a little bit.
It was a beautiful read by Munoz. Vikings brought the blitz, and he found the open man. Knew exactly where he'd be, and that was Mesh who picked up the big first down.
So I'm saying that's about a 32-yarder. Is this the Hub City Ford red zone now because we're at the 20?
Correct, we are. Stout goes in motion to the far side. Play action, throw over the middle, and Scott, there's got to be a flag. I mean, Andrew Viator was tackled before the ball got there, and no call from the officials who were looking right at it.
And Mikey would like a call.
I bet he would.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that might be the most blatant pass interference call we've seen all season.
Ball's in the air. It's not even reached Andrew yet, and he's being tackled. And there's no flag. I don't understand. That was pretty clear cut.
So the incompletion on the Chick-fil-A first down and 10 sets up 2nd and 10 for the Rebels. Two running backs in the backfield. Munoz is going to run it. Left side, Munoz has got some room. 15, 10, 5. A Cafe Sidney May 6, a 20-yard rushing touchdown for the Rebels senior quarterback. And the Teurlings Rebels have made it a 12-0 ball game on 2 possessions pending a PAT.
Just a huge gap left of Alex Landry. And Alex came back, took about half a second, and then that whole angle opened up.
Rebels will kick the PAT this time. They do not set up the swinging gate. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. Teurlings Rebels have a 13-0 lead over the Vikings of Northside High. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
The Teurlings Rebels family.
Rebels take their second possession, make quick work of it as they put another touchdown on the board. This one, a 20-yard touchdown run by Alex Munoz alongside Scott Brazda. I'm Kevon Bortle on Tyler Darbone back in the studio. Ike Brunet getting highlights on the sidelines for our Facebook page.
Impressive numbers. Munoz 2 for 24. Schwander 3 for 63.
Logan Boudreau set for the ensuing kickoff. It is in the air towards the near sideline. It will be taken inside the 5. To the 10, to the 15. Rebels with better coverage now. A blatant block in the back, Scott. Breaking free is the running back to the 30, 35-yard line. And, I mean, Scott, we have a player who's going to get up injured, and it's Maha who gets up. Unless, that is Maha.
He's got a good limp.
But Maha took a shot, directly in the back. And no call. These are the kind of things that get people hurt.
Yeah.
And I mean, when we saw it from up here, I was concerned.
And those of you that listen and say, hey, we fuss about calls, these are 2 real legitimate ones.
Yeah. Sam Houston 7-0 over Barb in the first quarter. We appreciate a roster up here. So it is Chase Duga who is the starting quarterback for Northside High. He's a sophomore. Sophomore signal caller is going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it. Go right side. He's got a hole. He's to the 45, the 40, and this is a foot race, Scott. To the 40, the 30, the 25 is where he's finally taken down inside the Rebel 20-yard line. They'll mark him at the 16. And Duga, Scott, let me tell you, he's got legs, he's got speed, and he's got size.
Once he got those long legs moving down that sideline, it just, the momentum just grew and grew.
And Scott, the Vikings are attempting to go extreme hurry up. Like the chain gang on their side, on the far side, cannot keep up, and they're waiting on the play call to get in from Coach Carter. Celestine is the running back next to Dugas. Handoff Celestine, no, Dugas right side, and he's going to be short of the 10-yard line, but a 5-yard pickup on first down for the Vikings.
They were able to make a big push. Jackson Broussard comes over on the left and makes a tackle. Your leading tackler earning his pay.
Three wide receivers, two Dugas left. The lone wide receiver is to his right. Vikings moving left to right. That is south to north here in the stadium. Snap is back. Straight quarterback run. Presses the right side, then cuts it back to the inside. He's inside the 10, but it'll set up third down and about 3.
And, you know, and you've wanted the Vikings wanting to make a splash, have momentum as they go into the playoffs. This may be a third and fourth down territory.
Rebels showing blitz. It's another quarterback run. Dugas is going to be hit at the 6, and Scott, the Rebels are going to be really close to that first down marker and keeping him behind it, but I think he got the first down by the spot on the far side. No, they're saying fourth down.
Really? Oh, boy, that's awfully close.
The official on the far side motioned fourth down, which I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Because it is right at the line to go.
Come on, it's half a yard. I mean, it's...
If it's that.
Yeah.
I mean, officially, the standard is at the 6. The nose of the ball, Scott, looks to be on the 6.
They've got a good-sized center. I'd take it right up the middle against the Rebels.
Oh, you can bet that Dugas, who has done all the work here on this drive, is probably going to be the one to get the call. Dugas hands off. Celestine goes up the middle. He's got the first down and goal for the Vikings. Stays on his feet and is down at the 1. They mark him down at the 1, Scott.
Rebels made contact at the 3. Celestine really strong and just kept angling. Just kept, like, going sideways with a little slant toward that pylon and got down to the 1-yard line. Strong kid, he's not so big.
Again, Vikings going. Hurry up here in the first quarter. Celestine gets the carry. He's tackled for a loss. Jack Snyder from the Teurlings Rebels catches him behind the line. It's a 2-yard loss on first down and goal for Northside.
I wonder if Carter Maha's giving classes on reading counts and reading angles.
Dugas has the offense lined up for Northside. Second and goal. Dugas runs to his right, goes into the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get in, Scott. He is, matter of fact, going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Play is blown dead as Dugas escapes the pile, then runs into the end zone for good measure, but forward progress had been stopped. It's now third down and goal from the 3. Oh, he had given him the first down, so this is fourth and goal. So fourth down and goal from the 3. And now we have a flag, Scott. Is that a delay of game? I mean, the play clocks do not look to have been, or do we have a substitution issue? But there's a flag on the far side with 1:52 remaining in the first quarter. Dead ball, sideline warning against Teurlings? Scott, that official who threw it was not anywhere near someone from the Teurlings Rebels. I'm trying to figure out, and look, that is a warning, so it's not anything, but I'm trying to figure out how you get a sideline warning from an official who is 25 yards. Hold on, I'll tell you, not 25, I'm sorry. It is 17 yards from a coach.
Oh, okay, well, now that makes sense.
Fourth down and goal. This is a big one for the Vikings and a big one for the Rebels defensively. Dugas calls for the football. Hands off Celestine, trying to go wide. Celestine's hit in the backfield and dropped. Teurlings Rebels defense bows its neck and forces the turnover on downs with 1:28 remaining here in the first quarter.
Rebels totally unfazed. Castile and Broussard, Seth Miller just dragged it out until they could get a little extra help.
First quarter score, Scott, from Tyler Darbone. Southside 23, New Iberia Senior High 0. That is in the first quarter.
Southside is a team, they lost to Notre Dame early in the year, which is no embarrassment anyway, but Southside's a team that's gotten better and better as the season wore on.
STM 7-0 over North Vermilion in the first. Munoz on the Chick-fil-A first down and 10. Hands off EDB up the middle. He's got a little bit of a crease. He got back to the line of scrimmage, only about a yard on the carry. Scott, it looked like he'd have had more.
That hole was huge, but man, it closed quickly, just showing you the athleticism of the Vikings.
So that sets up second down. It looks like they gave him maybe 2 on the carry. Sets up second down and 8. Rebels send in substitutions. That is Celestine and Simon who check in.
Yeah, they gave him 2. That was pretty generous.
It looked to be. EDB still the running back for the Rebels. Price now comes to the near side. Viator is in the slot. Rebels moving right to left. Now he throws to Price. A one-handed catch across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll mark him down rather at the 24. But what a snag by the Teurlings tight end, A.J. Price.
A.J. reached behind him and then just spun with it. Nice.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services.
The catch sets up a fresh set of downs for the Rebels as we approach 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Rebels will need to run one play. Play clock is 1 second behind the game clock. Viator checks with Munoz, who now settles in and gets ready to call for the football. Munoz sends Viator in motion. Now Viator goes back far side. Handoff is EDB, who is hit in the backfield. He gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up 1. Set up second down and 9, but that is going to do it. Teurlings Rebels 13-0 at the end of the first quarter here on Teurlings Rebels Radio, streaming on 446 Sports. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio. Teams have switched sides, start of the second quarter here at Northside High. A Richetto's Road game coming to you from the Summit Financial Press Box alongside Scott Brasda, Tyler Darbone back in the studio, Ike Bernay on the sidelines. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Second down and officially 8. Munoz going to throw. Looking downfield for Quinn Seamaw, and there's the flag as Quinn Seamaw was literally just knocked over before the ball could get there as the cornerback chucked him in the shoulder, and that just dumped him on his side.
That one got called. That's good.
That contact happened, 15 yards downfield, so that'll be a pass interference call against Northside. That'll give the Rebels a Chick-fil-A first down, and it will come via penalty. As we said, first quarter, St. Thomas More 7-0 over North Vermilion. Church Point 9, Ville Platte nothing in the first. So Rebels get a fresh set of downs. The ball comes out to their 41-yard line. Rebels lead at 13-0, 11:53 remaining in the second quarter. Schwander now checks in at running back for the Rebels. Schwander gets the handoff, cuts it inside. He's going to be taken down right at the line of scrimmage. And Scott, the Northside defense, has done yeoman's work here after a couple of big runs by the Rebels of stopping the Rebels' running game.
Yeah, that was a first-class stuffing right there.
And Scott, you've got Colston Olivier, who is a little gimpy there at right guard, getting up after that play. Pistol formation now with Munoz. Munoz is going to fake the handoff and run it straight ahead. Munoz to the 45, the 50, the 40, to the 30. Caught from behind at the 20-yard line, and Alex Munoz moves the chains for the Rebels. That is a 39-yard run for Alex Munoz.
All right, we've seen 2 plays now, Kevon, just showing you the speed of Northside. I mean, They've caught Alex from behind. They've caught Mesh from behind.
And they caught Schwander from behind. And the Schwander one is the one that amazes me because that defender came from about 15 yards behind him and still managed to catch him. So Rebels again knocking on the door of the Hub City Ford red zone at the Viking 20-yard line. Schwander stays in at running back. There will be two wide receivers to the right of Munoz. Lone wide receiver to the far side is Simon. Viator in the slot. As Munoz pump fakes, now throws downfield. He's looking for Simon, and that's going to be incomplete as Simon was covered well. And I thought, oh, check that, Scott. That is not Simon. That is...
Riley Stout.
No, that is Brewer Kane, number 15.
Yeah.
So the younger Kane brother is getting some time.
Only problem if Brewer starts to play a lot, Shannon will start texting a lot. No, we love Shannon Kane. We love the Kane family.
Kane checks out. Celestine checks in. Seymour, the lone wide receiver to the near side on 2nd down and 10 at the Viking 20. We're going to get a timeout on the field. We're going to take the timeout here in the Summit Financial Press Box. It is a Minute Med timeout as the Teurlings Rebels lead the Vikings of Northside High 13-0, 10:29 left in the second quarter on the Oshner Lafayette General Orthopedic Game Clock. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio, News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
Teurlings Rebels have it 2nd down and 10 for this Richetto's road game after the Minute Med timeout. Alongside Scott Brazda, I'm Kavan Bordelon. We're coming to you from the Summit Financial Press Box. And Scott, the Rebels looking for more points, up 13-0 on the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard.
First time out, that deep pass down the sideline. They also just ran out of playing field.
And there's the encroachment on the hard count, Scott. That's going to make it a 1st down and 5 for the Rebels. Nice job of Alex Landry just to take the shot from the nose tackle of Northside.
And Alex did the very orchestrated roll back. That was good.
First and 5 now at the 15 of Northside. Munoz is going to change the play from the far sidelines after giving a little bit of a hard count. Vikings have blitzed Munoz frequently here in the first half. Rebels lead it, though, 13-0. Play action. Munoz looking, rolls to his right, wants to throw, now throws towards the end zone, and that's incomplete. Simon was fighting with his defender right at the goal line. Munoz wisely, Scott, I think threw that one a little wide on purpose.
Well, throwing in a spot where, one, if Quinn can work his magic like he did last week against STM and keep his feet in but stretch out, it's either only going to be caught by Quinn or it's going to be an incomplete pass.
The incompletion sets up 3rd down and 5 at the 15 for the Teurlings Rebels. Munoz throws, looking over the middle. That's incomplete. He was looking for Celestine on the quick slant. And instead, the Rebels, Scott, are probably going to send Logan Boudreau in to attempt a field goal.
Yeah, here he comes. You had Nick doing what Nick's done a bunch of times, running that slant, but this time way too high.
So this should set up a 32-yard field goal attempt. If the math is correct, usually it is 17 plus the line of scrimmage. And that is exactly what it is. So line of scrimmage is the 15 plus 17 is 32. Boudreau, snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, plenty of leg, and Boudreau is true. Teurlings Rebels get another field goal, make it 16-0 here. 10:09 remaining on the Oshner Lafayette General Orthopedic Game Clock. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, Our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana. Let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
The first two were touchdowns. Rebels ran into a little bit of issue there at the 20-yard line on this one.
Seemed like they were trying to force the issue with a pass. Were bound and determined, even though they've been running the ball pretty well.
Logan Boudreaux set to kick it off. Rebels now moving south to north here at Viking Stadium. That means the Rebels are moving left to right across your radio, Android, or iPhone application. Boudreaux puts his foot into this one, and this one will be an automatic touchback. One official waved that he could run with the football. The other official said no, and the official who said no won. So the Vikings will set up at their own 20-yard line. Let's go ahead and set the defense for the Teurlings Rebels, as we did not get a chance to do it in the first quarter. Your defensive line starts with Jack Snyder at defensive end, Jude Smith at the defensive tackle spot alongside Lucas Guidry, and Andrew Frugier starts your outside linebacking core alongside Jackson Broussard. Carter Maha, Seth Miller rounds out your linebacking crew. Jacob Dean, Alec Castile, Carter Deculus, and Caden Chavis are your defensive secondary for the night.
That whole unit's been pretty consistent as far as a starting group all season, come on.
Ball will spot at the far side hash for the Vikings. Dugas, the sophomore quarterback, runs back out. He has a new running back alongside him in the backfield. This is TJ Isidore.
Vikings with good size on the line, an athletic quarterback.
Trips to Dugas right. Now Isidore comes in motion. Isidore just gets the little swing pass in the backfield. He's in space. He's going to be across the 25-yard line, and that is going to be a solid gain on first down. Scott, I believe the first passing completion for the Vikings here in this game.
Good pursuit by the Rebels. Seth Miller, I think, on that tackle. But that's a good start for the Vikings passing game.
Officially a gain of 7, second down and 3 for Northside. Dugas runs it straight ahead. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard, might not. And it'll be third down.
Frugier and Broussard. Jude Smith, too.
Looks like they're going to make it 3rd and 2.
Jude and Lucas up the middle do such a great job maintaining that center spot for the defense.
Cameron Celestine checks in at running back for the Vikings. Again, it's trips to the left of Dugas. Now calls for the football, straight drop back. Looking to his right, now he's going to roll. Rebels trying to get a handle on him, and he's going to get the first down before he's pushed out of bounds, as the Rebels are not able to contain the running quarterback once again.
Flushed him out, did, check that box, but after that, good blocking by Northside.
Scott, it looked like Jack Snyder didn't know where he was, and then when he tried to break away, couldn't.
And it looked like Lucas Guidry, the same thing.
Dugas is going to change the play from the sidelines. Now with the ball on the near side hash, it's trips to his right. He's just going to keep it and run near side. Breaks away from one. Scott absolutely slips through the tackle of Carter Maha. Maha thought he had him and went to grab for something, and it was just air.
And good little spin move.
Gain of 9 on first down for the Vikings, sets up 2nd and 1. Handoff, Celestine near side. No, Dugas going to keep it. He's going to lose yardage on this play. He should lose about 1, maybe 2. Scott, Dugas getting up a little slowly on this play, and you hate to see that. He's a talented young man. We are going to get, I believe, a Minute Med timeout. The officials signal it and say that it's going to have to be, my guess is an injury timeout. We ask that you say a prayer for any young man who is injured on the field, regardless of the team they play for. When the game ends, these young men's lives go on. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
For near and actual emergencies. The Loam Animal Clinic is a full-service clinic offering nutritional counseling, alternative therapies, pet boarding. Wishing the Rebels the best of luck, it's the Loam Animal Clinic, 1344 Salt Mine Highway in Breaux Bridge.
Caleb Joseph checks in at quarterback for the Vikings, calling for the football on 3rd and 2. Hands off Celestine. Celestine is not going to get to the first down. He'll be stopped shy of the 45-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Vikings, Scott, with the Rebels up 16-0 on the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard with 7:58 remaining on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock.
And the Vikings face, well, they're keeping everybody out there. One, I'm sure they'll try to get the Rebels to jump. But if you don't make it, Rebels have good position. But on the other hand, what do you have to lose?
Joseph will stay in at quarterback as Celestine will stay in at running back. Trips are to Joseph's right. Lone wide receiver is to the near side. Joseph is just going to try and run it straight ahead, and Scotty's not going to get there. He never got to the 45, but the official is standing there and signaling first down. Scott, you know it's bad when the people in the press box like, yeah, they gave it to him. It happens. It's okay. We will get a call later in this game, I'm sure. So a first down run for Joseph as he has now stepped in for Dugas. Hopefully Dugas is okay. It looks, Scott, like it might have just been had the wind knocked out of him situation for Dugas. Joseph holds onto the football. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Well played for the Teurlings Rebels by Andrew Frugier.
And so great by Frugier because he got knocked down. He basically makes that tackle while he's lying on the ground. It's called don't quit on the play. Nice job, Andrew.
Dugas still on the sidelines. Joseph stays in at quarterback. 3 wide receivers will be to his right. Jai Joseph, the senior wide receiver, will be to his left.
Dugas sure carried the ball a lot.
Vikings sorting things out with 2 seconds remaining on the play clock. So they're going to have to snap it quick. And that's going to be a delay of game. Make it 2nd down and 17 instead of 2nd and 12. Oh, Scott.
They may have gotten a timeout out of it.
So we're showing the flag. Nope, they're saying they did not get the timeout. They're backing them up. But yeah, I saw everybody start to go to all the sidelines and thought the same thing.
So 2nd and 17.
Joseph calls for the football for the Vikings. Looks to his right, throws. He's got a completion to the wide receiver on the near side. That ball's on the turf.
Down.
Rebels have it, Scott. The ball was on the turf as the senior wide receiver, Jai Joseph, was fighting for it. Rebels come away with the turnover, and the first turnover of the night goes the way of the Teurlings Rebels.
And Lucas Guidry, number 90. The big junior.
So the Teurlings Rebels get a Chick-fil-A first down and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Northside Vikings. And the Rebels are already up 16-0 with 5:19 remaining here in the second quarter. See if we can get you some other 4A scores from around the area in just a second. Rebels showing a true pistol. Now go to a 2-back formation in the shotgun. Handoff, Mesh left side. Mesh breaks off of 1 tackle. Tries to surge inside the 35, and that is where he'll be tackled right about the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down.
Spencer standing up and just pushing people.
St. Thomas More 14-0 over North Vermilion. That game in the second quarter. So some games that might, Scott, have some reference here. Munoz to throw on 2nd down and 5. He completes it to A.J. Price inside the 30-yard line. The Rebels get a Chick-fil-A 1st and 10.
Nice little 7-yard, just down and out.
Franklin Parish Patriots 21-7 over Tioga. That game in the second quarter. Opelousas and Beauchene 0-0 in the first. Breaux Bridge and Livonia 0-0 in the first. Mesh still the running back in the pistol behind Munoz on the Chick-fil-A 1st and 10. Gets the handoff. Mesh tries to spin his way inside the 25 and does. He'll be taken down about the 24, gain of 4.
More and more, Spencer loves that little spin. Turn his back, try to spin his way out of it. Almost got 5 out of that.
Washington Marion charging Indians 14-8 over Eunice in the first quarter. We have a Minute Med timeout on the field, an injury, as we said always. Please say a prayer for the injured player on the field, regardless of the team they play for. When this game ends, these young men's lives go on. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio, News Talk 96.5 KPEL.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the LaLuck Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
Teurlings Rebels Radio, 16-0 on the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard alongside Scott Brasda. Tyler Darbone back in the studio. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Good to see Thomas Kramer up off under his own power, but you do hate to see Thomas Kramer off the field.
And then, selfishly, it's the one position that we're thin. You know, with Burrow's injury and now Perry's injury.
Munoz calls for the football on 2nd down, runs to the right side, just where Kramer vacated. Munoz has the Chick-fil-A 1st down inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line. Rebels have a 1st down and 10 inside the Hub City Ford red zone.
Alex following blockers.
So, Scott, this is interesting. What we are now seeing is the Rebels sent in a new center. They sent in Mason Citron.
Yep.
And they moved Alex Landry from center to right tackle.
So Landry and Citron are the backup centers, so that makes sense. It shows that Alex is probably a little more fluid and flexible as to positions.
Mesh is the running back. Munoz to throw. Heavy pressure. Hit in the backfield and gets dropped. Scott, a blitzing Viking went untouched. It was Joseph who came up through the middle and gets the sack for Northside.
That's one way to calm down or slow down some momentum.
Scott, that's a 10-yard loss, and I'm trying to figure out how it was a 10-yard loss. Munoz didn't back up 10 yards. He was hit, so his forward progress should have been where he was hit. And instead, they marked him where he ended up falling down.
They went with the rollback, and that's a tough hit. That was low.
Rebels now have 2nd down and 20. They need to get to the 5-yard line in order to come away with a 1st down. It is 2nd and 20 at the 25. Munoz to throw again. Throws downfield on a wheel route, and that is incomplete to Mesh. And they're going to get a flag for illegal contact downfield. As Scott, you had Mesh on the wheel route, and the defender got in the way. And then whenever the defender throws his hands up, like I didn't do anything, usually it's a bad sign to an official. It doesn't mean anything happened. Let's see if they wave this flag off.
Well, there was some contact down the side. I mean, it wasn't like at the line where you're juggling and trying to get past somebody. You were downfield.
They're waving off the flag. Yep. So the incompletion sets up 3rd down and extra long for the Rebels. Scott, the passing game here tonight has not been crisp in the first half.
Well, we seem to be working that sideline, and I'm of the vein where the middle of the field's wide open. The slants are working for us.
I think Munoz only has 3 completions so far on the night on significantly more attempts. Four for 7 for 57 yards. Seems like he's had incompletions way more than just 3 incompletions. That's what it felt like anyway from up here. Munoz with Mesh behind him calls for the football on 3rd and long. North side show and blitz. There's the screen to Mesh. Mesh has room. Mesh cuts inside the 10. Mesh inside the 5. A cafe. Sidney May 6 on 3rd and 20 from the 25.
That's how you make up a long distance.
Scott, the Rebel offensive coordinating staff picked up on the blitz, caught them with the perfect play call when the Vikings sent the extra men, and it made them pay.
Well, the screen was set up so beautifully. And Spencer did a great job of following that wall until he saw another angle.
Scott, Rebels are showing a really unique go-for-2 play. Price is going to try and run it. He's not going to get there. I mean, the Rebels are really showing everything out of the playbook, Scott. And it's 22-0 with the missed PAT or failed PAT. 2:33 remaining in the first half. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio and News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports. Teurlings Rebels lead the Northside Vikings 22-0 here on a Richetto's road game alongside Scott Brazda. I'm Kevon Bordelon. And Scott, the Rebels offense has found a way here, but maybe hasn't looked and executed as well as we've seen them in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, maybe the whole season. There's just been a couple stretches the last 2 possessions, even though we've gotten a touchdown and a field goal out of it.
Landon Boudreaux's kick barely makes it into the end zone in the far front corner of the field for an automatic touchback, and that is where the Vikings will set up shop offensively with the Rebels with a 22-point lead here in the first half. So let's see who the quarterback will be.
Yeah.
It's going to be Dugas. He is back in. He is flanked by 2 running backs, Celestine and Isidore.
Well, their whole offense has really been Duga, and you got to get him some help. He's just going to get worn down and killed if he doesn't get a little assistance.
Vikings do get the ball to start the third quarter. They have 2:33 to work with here at the end of the first half. Dugas has 2 wide receivers to his right, a back to his left, and a back to his right. Now one comes in motion near side. Ball's on the turf. Dugas throws this one. It is caught as he picks it up. What a play by Isidore, Scott, to come up with that after Dugas manages to catch the bouncing Betty inside the 15-yard line, just dish it to his running back and make a positive gain out of what should have been nothing.
And good job by Dugas, just kind of pushing it out there. I don't even know it was a full pass. He just kind of, it's like volleyball. He just kind of bumped it over there.
Barb 21-14 over Sam Houston in the second quarter. STM 14-0 over North Vermilion in the second. Gain of 4 on first down sets up 2nd and 6 for the Vikings. Dugas sends a man in motion to the far side of the field. Hands off Celestine near side. Celestine is going to be hit in the backfield and dropped. He might pick up a yard on the play at the line of scrimmage, however.
Frugier got him high. His buddy Broussard got him low.
Officially a gain of 1 makes it 3rd and 5 from their own 25 for the Vikes.
You know, Mikey would love to make a stop here and have one more shot at it.
Northside making fair use of the clock with 1:24 remaining. They took over with 2:33.
That's why I'm surprised Teurlings isn't calling some timeouts.
Play clock's about to expire. Calls for the football. That is going to be caught shy of the 30-yard line. They'll mark it at the 29. It'll be a yard short. And now we get a timeout. Teurlings Rebels. Scott, we'll stay here with the broadcast with the Rebels up 22-0 over the Vikings on the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard. I agree with you. I'm kind of surprised that Coach Corval wasn't calling timeouts to maybe just try and get this game to a situation where in the third quarter, if you can get a stop and a score, you might be looking at a running clock.
Receivers had some timeout or had the first down, but then he ran back trying to create some more space and make something happen. That didn't work. Vikings have a tough call here too. You know, you're 1 yard away from a first down. If you don't make it, the Rebels get the ball back a little bit under a minute to play, but at the 29-yard line.
So the question is, do we see the punt unit for the Northside Vikings, or do the Vikings try and go for it? And to your point, if the Rebels come up with a stop, that could be catastrophic with, just under a minute left to play by the time we wrap up this particular play.
Well, and if I'm the Rebels and I get the ball back, I'm definitely going to try to score. I'm 40 seconds to go because Northside gets the ball to start the second half. And this could negate any kind of, momentum change as they start the third quarter. Everybody's back there.
Lone running back in the backfield this time is Celestine. 4 wide, twins near and far. Dugas getting a play call from the near sideline, rather. Scott, it wouldn't surprise me to see a pooch punt here. No one back deep for the Rebels if, in fact, we do see any sort of kick. Celestine now moves to the right of Dugas. Dugas calls for the football, runs straight ahead, and he's not going to get it. Not even close. Might have lost a yard. Now the Teurlings Rebels have something to work with a minute remaining here in the second half, up 22-0 over the Vikings, and they'll get a Chick-fil-A first down and 10 at the 28-yard line of the Vikings, Scott.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one right there at all.
So the Rebel passing game, to our discussion points, we've seen a couple of attempts over the middle. You had A.J. Price with the circus catch. You had a couple of attempts at quick slants. Celestine, one over his head. I think it's the man coverage, which Coach Corville acknowledged in his pregame interview, that's giving the Rebels a little bit of difficulty.
I think it's also the Vikings' speed. It's a hard group to beat downfield, but the middle of the field is wide open.
Munoz to throw on the Chick-fil-A first down. Looks to his right, now his left. Now he throws downfield. He's got Viator wide open in the end zone. A Cafe Sidney May 6. One play, 8 seconds, 28 yards, and the Teurlings Rebels extend their lead over the Vikings.
You pay the price, you gamble there, and it just doesn't work out.
And Scott, to your point, there was the middle of the field as Viator got behind triple coverage, it looked like, and they couldn't catch up as he hauled it in, just alongside the right inside third of the field. Kick is up from Boudreaux. It is true, and the Rebels make it a 29-0 lead over the Vikings of Northside High. 52 seconds remaining.
That's how quickly they can score.
And Scott, to your point, and I think we both discussed this is one of those situations, and we get the opportunity to second guess everyone because that is essentially what we get to do up here in the box.
Get to do.
But we kind of made the call in real time at your own 29-yard line with a minute left on the clock. Drop back, punt it. You get the football in the third, and if your defense can come up big in a minute, I mean, now the clock is your friend defensively. In a minute, less than a minute, you have a chance to come out and potentially get a score and make it, a 2-score ball game?
Well, you punt it, and it's a 3-score game. They just scored, now it's a 4-score game.
Logan Boudreaux set for the ensuing kickoff, approaches the football. Squibb kicks one down the middle, or check that off to the side, and it is taken in just short of the 25-yard line, so the 26. So when I say short, it never reached the 25. And that is where Northside will have the offensive possession with 50 ticks remaining on the clock.
And now look at this. I mean, if Northside tries to throw, let's say, what if they try to throw? The clock stops, and then the Rebels still have another timeout or so.
So, Scott, some other scores from around the area. Southside Nish, 44-0. This is a first quarter score. I think that's probably a second quarter score.
Wow.
Just because I'm not saying it can't happen, but it'd be hard to believe 44 points in the first quarter in 12 minutes.
I'm just surprised that Nish just has not had a really good football team in quite some time.
And then STM 21-0 over North Vermilion in the second quarter. Dugas out onto the field for the Vikings. Celestine stands next to him in the backfield, and there's a delay of game, it looks like. Sure enough, instead of 1st and 10 from the 26, it'll be 1st and 15 from the 21.
Is that the third delay of game they've had?
It's at least the second. Offense is all set again. Offensive lineman runs off the field after everybody's set. Dugas is just going to run it. Rebels come up to play the run, and Dugas is going to be across the 25 trying to break tackles and does not want to go down. He's going to make it to the 27-yard line. It's a nice run for Dugas of 8.
Rebels are flying all over the place. Who was that? Luke Hebert, number 42.
Check that. That's the 28-yard line, so a gain of 9.
Christian Moe in for the Rebels. He's lining up at left defensive end.
Trips to the right of Dugas. 27 seconds remain in the second quarter. Rebels lead it 29-0. Dugas, straight drop back. Looks to his right now. He steps up. Rolling and runs for it. Across the 30-35 and then thrown out of bounds. Well played by Seth Miller. That stops the clock with just 18 ticks remaining.
Seth did a good spin. Got him and just spun him around like a top.
With the run, Dugas converts the first down for the Vikings.
Yeah, Dugas got up some pretty good numbers.
Oh, his rushing numbers have...
Ground-wise.
Yeah. 16 for 100 in the first half. Dugas to throw on first down. Throws over the middle. That's incomplete. It was just short of his intended receiver, as it looks like we get a little bit of a flop from Dugas behind the line of scrimmage. Does not pick up the call. The incompletion stops the clock with 14 seconds.
Deculus may want to watch it just a little bit. That ball skipped before it ever got toward him and the receiver, and gave him a little...
I thought he did a good job of kind of pulling up and rolling with the hit, but I saw the opportunity, and Deculus did get a penalty on that earlier in the season. Vermilion Catholic 13, WCA 12 at halftime on our sister station. Dugas, straight drop back on 2nd and 10. Throws downfield, ball is hit and tipped, and it's intercepted by Jackson Broussard. His second interception in as many weeks, and the Rebels get the ball with 3 seconds left on the clock at the 44-yard line of the Northside Vikings. Their second turnover of the first half collected by the Rebel defense.
So... you let Logan Boudreaux try a 61, 62-yarder.
Oh, Scott, he's got a leg. I don't know that he's got that kind of a leg.
Or do you throw deep? Or do you just take a kneel? And I'm voting for the kneel.
I vote for the take a knee as well.
Yeah.
Rebels line up in kill clock formation.
Yep.
Alex Munoz will take the knee, and that is going to do it for the first half. Zeros are all aboard on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. The Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard says the Rebels lead 29-0. We'll come back with our halftime show right here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL. And if you want to stay with the streaming side, you can catch the halftime show here at Northside on 446 Sports.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana, let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience. Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Lala Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go, band. Hit him with some sound. Give it up for the Viking Regiment Band, everybody. Now, before the band leaves the field, let me shout out all of the seniors out of this year's marching group. We have 15 seniors. One of them, he's playing football, Mr. McCurran Falk. But when I call your name, step onto the red turtle. We're starting with Miss Jalea Thompson. Then Miss Jalea Boutte. Miss Carlea Andrus. Miss Gavlin Hippolyte. Miss Mariana Scott. Miss Azaria Marshall. Miss Aaron Joseph. Miss Bernala Tebow. And by the way, she is the student of the year. Miss Nala Horton. Mr. Tyler Landry. Mr. Marcus Taylor. Miss Anaya Gobert. Mr. Jamal Skipper. And last but not least, Mr. Thump behind everything, they call him Tank, Mr. Tavian Sam. Now, Mr. Farrell, where you at, Mr. Farrell? Oh, I see you. Hey, look. Y'all been asking me about it all week long. Everything is for you right there. Where that Mr. Farrell is at. Y'all jackets is right there. Like, look, like, for real, seriously, swear to God. Go get your jacket. Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Is that up in there? Hey, seniors, look. Hey, seniors, look. Turn around. That's where your jackets really at. Go get y'all jackets. And that is a Viking Regiment production, and we signing out.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
Welcome back to a Richetto's Road game here at Teurlings Rebels Radio. Alongside Scott Brazda, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Tyler Darbone back in the studio, keeping us on the air. Ike Brunet back in the studio. And don't forget, the Coach Michael Corville show, 6:30 Monday at Pizza Village. Scott, you mentioned just a few minutes ago that they wanted to take care of everybody here in the press box. Fantastic that the Coach Michael Corville show will be there. 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Monday evening as we get underway here in the third quarter. Rebels kick off deep to the far side, taken in at the 10, makes a man miss, then hit hard just shy of the 25-yard line. And the Rebels, have a man who is pumped up, and he's got to watch that excitement for the Rebels. That is number 27, Kagan Boone, who comes up with the tackle.
Now, Hudson Clavel, the subject of our news story early in the week and an upcoming network TV story because of his trash pickup in the stands, made a huge dive. Didn't make the tackle, but he was the first guy downfield, and I think it makes for good video because I think CBS is here shooting some stuff. So next time Hudson will get him, but excellent effort.
Vikings will set up shop at their own 24-yard line. That is where Chase Dugas, the sophomore signal caller for the Vikings, will set up. Twins near, twins far for the Vikes. Vikes are moving right to left in their all-black uniforms.
Starting defense still out there for the Rebels.
Fakes the handoff. He's hit in the backfield and dropped. Jack Snyder, the first one there for the Rebels, and now we get a late flag, Scott. I'm wondering if that's either a face mask or a hold.
Jackson Broussard was back there, too. I think Frugier was there.
Nope, it's a face mask against the Rebels. Scott, I think they're calling it on Snyder.
It's a shame because the Rebels got back there with 3 guys.
And, Scott, the only person who apparently saw it was the official on the Rebels sidelines because it did not look like a face mask from up here. It just looked like he was caught. So the Vikings get a penalty, a 15-yard gain by virtue of the hanky, and a first down all the way up to the 39-yard line.
Rebels move around the defense. Frugier and Snyder switch places, left to right.
Same formation, 2 wide receivers near and far. They're stacked. Dugas, straight drop back on first down, throws downfield, caught at the Rebel 45-yard line of the 43, moves the chains. Nice reception on the far sidelines for the Vikes by Tavion Arsenault.
Deculus was back there, but giving them a good cushion.
So it's a first down inside of Rebel territory at the 43-yard line.
That wasn't a bad pass by Dugas.
Dugas looks to throw, pump fakes. Now he's going to run with it up the middle. He's got some room inside the 35, inside the 30. Taken down at the 25-yard line, make it the 26. That is where the Vikings will continue their drive.
Jackson Broussard trips him up, but after another big gain.
Scott, that penalty opened the floodgates for the Vikings. 2 big plays. Quarterback draw, trying to run with it, and it's played well by Frugier, but even though he catches him at about the line of scrimmage, Dugas goes for 2.
Frugier wraps him, and then as Andrews pulled a little bit, Carter. Got to remember, there's a Noah Maha floating around here now. They'll probably both be starting next year. Carter supplies the final hit.
Dugas changing the play on 2nd down and 8 from inside the Rebel 25-yard line. Dugas looks to his right, throws over the middle. He's got somebody just shy of the 20-yard line, so a short gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 6 from the Rebel 22.
Well, that's the way to do it. Keep it in front of you. Jackson Broussard able to make the stop. They gave him a generous little spot. I thought he was back another yard or so. Is there a Rebel down?
It appears we do have a Rebel down. We're going to take the Minute Med timeout here in the Summit Financial Press Box. Rebels lead at 29-0, opening possession of the second half for the Vikings. They're driving, but the Rebels lead at 29-0 on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
Here's your Beal and Hebert starting lineup.
Lance Beal, Teurlings Catholic.
Kenny Hebert, Catholic High.
Stephen Williams, STM.
Don Connett, USL.
Alan Haney, Catholic High.
Gabrielle Romero, Sacred Heart.
Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown lawyers.
Offering IRAs, life insurance, 401ks, investments, and more. Greg Audemars is a member of the Teurlings class of 1986. He's been with Equitable Advisors for almost 30 years. Call Greg today, 534-0648, for all your employee benefit needs.
Scott, I didn't get a look at the injured player.
Andrew Frugier, but he walked off on his own accord. Like he was trying to loosen up something either in his knee or in his thigh.
Huge sigh of relief for the Rebels, but it's 3rd down and 6 for the Vikings. Pistol formation now with Dugas, the quarterback. Rebels showing blitz. Now back off. Now they're going to come at it, and the pitch is on the turf. It was a lateral, and the Rebels are going to fall on Celestine back at the 27-yard line. That'll back them up, make it 4th down and 11.
The pressure brought by the Rebels. I mean, you had Christian Mo, you also had Chavis back there. That made the pitch happen a little bit sooner than they wanted to. Dugas seems to be trying to loosen up his wrist or his arm.
Scott, was that Lucas Guidry who came in on that blitz and forced the pitch?
I think so.
So 4th down, and Scott, wow, they're going to put it back at the line of scrimmage. Well, they're going to put it at the original 1st down marker, 4th and 10. Now you get Joseph in at quarterback, who has split time a little bit here with Dugas in the first half. Joseph calls for the football. Looks to his right, throws downfield, and it's intercepted. Nope, dropped it. Smart drop because it was 4th down, and if the Rebels had intercepted it, that would have been taken possession inside the 10. Instead, Castile lets it hit the turf, or hopefully it hits the turf because he lets it. And the Rebels get a Chick-fil-A 1st down and 10 back at the 30-yard line.
Would have been a diving interception, but regardless, a good play by the Rebels, and they flip the script and get the ball to 26.
So it's a Chick-fil-A 1st and 10, and the ball is officially, as you said, at the 26-yard line. EDB checks in at running back. He'll be to the right of senior quarterback Alex Munoz. 2 wide receivers to the left. Viator, the lone wide receiver, to the near side. Munoz directing traffic. Fakes the pitch to Viator. Now Munoz is going to run it. Munoz goes across the 30-yard line, dives to the 31, maybe the 32. It's going to be a gain of 5, maybe 6 on the opening snap of the drive.
Good blocking by receivers. Viator closest to us, and then a little bit downfield, Riley Stout.
Rebels now getting the play from the far sideline. 8:44 left on the Oshner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. Here in the 3rd quarter, Rebels lead at 29-0 on the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard. Price is the tight end. Low snap. Munoz picks it up and gets hit in the backfield as he does. Munoz will be sacked back at the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Rebels.
Again, little things we need to clean up.
Yeah, well, the low snap is always going to be a culprit, especially when the Vikings and so many teams know that they can play man and blitz as often as they need to.
Well, and also especially working with a couple different centers.
Yeah, Scott, this is officially the 4th center on the depth chart for the Teurlings Rebels. It'll be trips now to the left of Munoz. Viator, the lone wide receiver, to the near. Flag on the play. I think they're going to get a false start. Yep, false start against the Rebels. It'll back them up 5. Instead of 3rd and 9, it's 3rd and 14.
Some good news, I'm just noticing Kramer back in. Big number 78 on the right side.
Oh, I thought Kramer was 77 for the Rebels.
That was, you're right? Maybe it's not good news.
So trips are going to be bunched all the way to the far side for the Rebels. That is Price, Viator, and Celestine. Check that. Yes, it is Price, Viator, Celestine. Stout is the lone wide receiver to the near side. Price comes in motion to the near side. Munoz calls for the football. And that's another false start, Scott, against the Rebels. You got too many men in motion. And the ball has to be snapped before the motion man moves towards the line of scrimmage. And I think what we're seeing is motion men moving towards the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped. That is timing, and that's a timing issue with your center.
As I'm focused on our offensive line, from left to right, outside in, it's Matthews, it's Barron, Perkins, then we have Citron at center.
Munoz calls for the football. Throws a little screen. That's going to be complete, but he's down immediately as ODB catches it at the 10, or the 15 rather. So it's actually a loss on the play. And that's going to send, for the first time tonight, Scott, the Rebel punting unit out onto the field.
First time in
a while.
3 games?
No, I believe we had a punt against STM. I believe we had 1. I thought we had 1 in the second half. Snap is back. Kick from Simon is away. It's an end-over-end kick. Taken in and breaking 1 tackle, but not the second or third by the Vikings return man, Isidore. And he will take over for the Vikes at their own 45-yard line. Vikings will get nice field position after a just totally terrible three play. It wasn't even 3 plays, but a series for the Rebels where they got a sack due to a bad snap. Then they got a false start, then another false start, and then a very short completion behind the line of scrimmage for a loss on the play.
You know, and Alex is trying to dump it off to EDB, and it was just a bit of a mess. The whole series, a bit of a mess.
Joseph is in at quarterback for the Vikings as they start at their own 46-yard line, not the 45. Straight drop back for Joseph. Wants to throw, and he throws, and it's caught inside the Rebel 45-yard line, pushed out of bounds over a leaping Jacob Dean. Dean was looking for another interception, but credit Joseph with a really nice throw to drop that one in the bucket.
Yeah, and he's done a couple, especially about that same spot, right off to the right side in between the safety and the linebackers.
First down is at the Rebel 39-yard line. Check that. That is Dugas back in, it looks like. Nope, that is Joseph to throw near side. And I mean, Scott, hit immediately, but not going down is Isidore at the Rebel 35-yard line. It's got the Rebels need to wrap up. They're going for the big hit and need to wrap up and take legs because the Vikings are not going down easy here tonight.
Chavis went at him hard with his shoulder pads, but not with his arms.
Gain of 4 on the play. So on 2nd down and 6 from the Rebel 35, Joseph calls for the football. Straight drop back, looks to his right, throws downfield. Going deep and incomplete. That ball thrown out of bounds. Dean, with blanket coverage on that play, makes it 3rd down and 6.
And then a nice job on your safety net as you had Castile sliding over on the back end.
5:16 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Rebels lead at 29-0. And trying to get off the field here on 3rd down and 6 for the Northside Vikings at the Rebel 35-yard line. This is probably 4-down territory, though, for the Vikings. Man comes in motion to the near side. Again, Joseph to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got a lot of real estate. Inside the 30, inside the 25, breaks a tackle inside the 20. He'll finally be stopped at the Rebel 17-yard line.
Again, though, way too much bumping. Carter comes in and he bumps him. Jackson Broussard bumps him. Rebels have to do a better job of bumping, wrapping, knocking him down.
I hate to say it, but I think the hangover is a little real from last week. As physical of a game as that was, this game, certainly one the Rebels have played really well in the first half, but opening up here in the 3rd, the Vikings have balanced things out a little bit with regards to how this quarter has played out. Joseph on 1st down, throws over the middle. It's picked off. That is over the middle. Intercepted to the 20, to the 30-yard line for the Rebels.
Castile.
What a play for the Teurlings Rebels as Castile steps in front of the Joseph pass and turns away the Vikings offense.
That's the interception he wanted as opposed to the one that he just knocked down the previous series.
A return all the way to the 32-yard line, and the Rebels have picked up, their 2nd turnover of the night or the 3rd? Second of the night, we believe, yes. So here comes the Rebels offensive line. Let's explain how we got to the Rebels' 4th center on the depth chart. You had the injury to Burrows, then the injury to Perry, then tonight You had a new center as Munoz hands off to ODB on first down. ODB across the 35, and he's going to be a solid gain of 5 yards on first down.
Well, tonight you had Landry start, and then Landry
Kramer
moved
got hurt.
over when Kramer got
Correct.
hurt. And Citron is at center right now.
So the Rebels' offensive line, a little bit patchwork here in the final regular game of the season. The Chick-fil-A first down run makes it 2nd and 5. Celestine's going to line up in the slot on the near side. Viator is the lone wide receiver to the far. Vikings showing blitz. Handoff EDB, and EDB is going to get a short gain on the play, maybe 2. Make it 3rd down and 3.
Now, we have not seen Cason Evans, and I'm just seeing him, and he is not dressed out. Now, I saw him this morning, and he told me that his hamstring was still bothering him a little bit. Evidently, it's bothered him enough where the Rebels sat him out because he's in street clothes.
Well, Scott, I mean, after tonight, you're looking at a situation where the Rebels are potentially looking at a bye week with a win. Actually, with a win, there's no reason they shouldn't have a bye week. Munoz on 3rd down, hands off Schwander. Schwander right side has the Chick-fil-A first down across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Chains move, Rebels stay on the field.
And just the science of it. I mean, look, EDB, and then you replace him with Schwander. 2 different running backs, 2 different centers of gravity.
That is Tiki Barber and Ron Dane rotating in and out when you think about size-wise what that is and the ratio. 3rd quarter score, Karen Crow Golden Bears, Acadiana Wrecking Rams still tied at 7. Neville at the half, 28-7 over Ash. Price goes in motion far side. Munoz to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got Viator open. Hauls it in at the 20, the 10, the 5. A Cafe Sydney May 6, 53 yards on the Chick-fil-A first down.
And beautiful. Just dropped it in. I wouldn't want it to be any further because Alex was fully extended, but even there, right on his hands.
Viator's 2nd touchdown catch of the night to make it a 35-0 ball game pending the PAT. My buddy Al Mott tells us it's 24-19 Gators over Larka, 9:35 left in the 3rd. Snap is back on the PAT. Boudreaux puts it up and again is true. Rebels lead it 36-0 over the Vikings. 2:38 left on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports. On the board here in the 3rd quarter, the only points of the quarter so far. It is a 53-yard touchdown strike from Munoz to Viator to make it 36-0 on the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard.
I'm amazed that even though it's not the most beautiful game of the Rebels, they keep coming up with the big play when they have to.
Boudreaux kicks off, and this one will be taken in and off the hands of the return man at the 5. Breaking with a crease and a lot of room. Whoa. To the 25, the 30, the 35, finally taken down, and Boudreaux had to get in his way. What a return, Scott, for the Vikings by Clint Cormier, the sophomore.
And it looked like, the Rebels were going to, clean him up about the 20, and he just blasted through there.
The return comes all the way out to the 30, I believe the 37 is where they're going to spot the ball. The Viking offensive line is set up at almost the 40. They'll have to back up just a bit.
And good job by Logan, because I think he thought the kicker was going to run out of the way, and Logan wasn't about to.
Joseph back in at quarterback for the Vikings. Trips are to his left in a diamond formation. Lone wide receiver is to his right. Running back stands to his right as well. On first down, Joseph just going to try and run it around the right side. Hit in the backfield and drop right at the original line of scrimmage. Well played defensively for the Rebels for basically no gain.
Rebels out there. Who's that? 32. Noah Maha. brothers playing right next to each other. That's got to be kind of cool. Brad's got to love that.
2nd down and 10 for the Vikes. Again, it'll be 3 wide receivers near side, so same formation, just the running back switch to the wide side of the field, which is the quarterback's left. Handoff is Celestine straight ahead. He's hit right at the original line of scrimmage, but he'll pick up 2, make it 3rd down and long for the Vikings.
Jack Snyder gets a lot of credit for that one. He came out really quickly, way from the outside, and was able to reach in and slow him down and pull him down. We have not seen Frugier since he went out. Hopefully it's just a precautionary thing, because he did go out on his own accord.
We saw the same from Kramer, and Jackson Broussard is actually on the sideline. Scott, I can see him on the far sideline right now as well.
Well, he was moving a little gingerly after that last possession by Northside.
Joseph hands off Celestine to the left side. Wow, hit hard just shy of the 45-yard line.
By Carter.
Celestine on the carry makes it 4th down and 4 after a gain of, about 4 yards.
All right, Frugier standing up right behind Bart Vitt. He's talking to Bart Vitt. I would imagine he's saying he's ready to go.
Caden Chavis will stand with his heels on his own 25-yard line to receive the punt, and it will be Dugas doing the honors.
We came close to blocking a punt or two. We actually got a hand on one.
We got a hand on one. Yeah. Snap is back. Rebels don't even really try to block it. Chavis waves for the fair catch. He will haul it into his own 29-yard line, and that's where the Rebels will set up shop with a Chick-fil-A 1st down here in the 3rd quarter with just 16 seconds remaining.
You know, Caden has come in as the main punt returner and solidified it. We had some adventures on and off in the first half of the season, but well, you know, we rarely see him bobble it. And then Viator 2 on the other side on the kickoff returns.
Rebels will have to run one play before we then jump to our end of quarter break. Rebels up 36-0 on the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard. So you can start thinking, Scott, about your Southern Air cool play of the game, which will be announced at the Michael Corbel Show Monday night at Pizza Village on 446 Sports, 6:30 p.m. Quick throw to the near side is complete, and Scott, this is a host of new Teurlings Rebels on offense. So the quarterback came in was Calandra, who threw complete to his wide receiver, Kagan Boone.
Yeah. And give it up for Kagan, because I mean, he was stumbling a little bit there, and he was able to regain just enough, and picked up 4, almost 5.
That is going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Rebels lead at 36-0 over the Vikings of Northside High. This is Teurlings Rebels Radio, streaming on 446 Sports.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
Medical treatment and advice, physicians, nurses, and therapists, all at the ready before.
Start of the final frame of the 2025 regular season. Handoff is up the middle. Ball's on the turf. Can the Rebels get back to it? It was a handoff, Scott. It looked like it took a lucky bounce back to Teurlings. We'll see who that was on the carry. It was hard to get a number.
Benoit, I think. Yeah, James Benoit. Rebels recover. By the way, our buddy Greg Audemars, Mr.
Chiming in.
Yep. Well, no, this is good. As opposed to some. No, this is good. I need everyone who has a high school senior to apply for the Equitable Advisor Scholarship. Equitable Achievement Scholarship now open until December 18th. Go to equitable.com.
3rd down for the Rebels offense. Calandra still in at quarterback, calling for the football. 2 wide receivers to his left. Looks to throw. A quick throw, which should be good enough for a Chick-fil-A 1st down to the far side. Stout comes up with it, and the Teurlings Rebels move the chains, keep the clock rolling here in the fourth with a 36-0 lead.
Good little zip on that pass by Calandra.
Scott, another game where you need to start thinking about the Beal and Hebert player of the game as well.
Gosh, that's a lot. It's like there's a test suddenly.
We just get to nominate
Curse those 446 guys.
That player is announced again at the Michael Corbel Show at Pizza Village Monday at 6:30. Calandra calls for the football. Handoff straight ahead, breaking through one tackle, then breaking through another. Across the 45, still on his feet to the 46-47 for
Hudson?
the Rebels. That is Hudson Clavel.
Giving the CBS folks some footage. Nice job, Hudson. Did you see how many times he hit people?
Yeah, he did.
And he's only a junior, too. You know, he comes in next year. He could be partnering with Spencer Mesh. A couple of those guys.
Scott, the Rebels continue to roll in running backs. Now we've got Willis, who, if I remember right, is the freshman.
And we love the looks of him, and a couple times we've seen him. Rain, he had a really nice game.
Handoff, Willis straight ahead. No, play action. A almost beautiful throw and catch from Calandra to Boone. He was looking for Boone on the far side. Boone would have had to make a nice catch, but it was a good route. Nice bootleg from Calandra, just the throw needed a little more on it.
I think the penalty's going to be on Olivier.
Holding.
Yeah, well, look downfield. He was laying on the
oh, no, that's against the Vikings.
Lineman.
Unless he signaled this the wrong way. Dead ball personal foul against the Rebels. So that backs the Rebels up. They need to get to the midfield mark for a first down, and instead it's going to be third down and about 14. Check that, third down and 16.
And you still have Baron Perkins. You still have Olivier.
Willis now steps up next to Clavel. Clavel goes to throw. That ball is out. They're saying it's incomplete. And Scott, that was a really, really quick call from the official because, man, it was closest to whether his arm was coming forward. The incompletion sends the Rebel punting unit out onto the field with 9:55 remaining in the ballgame.
Yeah, Calandra got hit pretty hard in the back. Somebody on that left side didn't pick up a block.
And Scott, you have to think, head coach Michael Corbel is starting to think about the playoffs now. With 9 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the regular season, the Rebels with a 36-point lead here against Northside. Certainly does not want to lose any starters heading into the playoffs when you're looking at potentially the number 2 seed. Seemaw punts this one away and shanks it. This is going to go out of bounds at the Rebel 40-yard line and unfortunately hits a Northside cheerleader in the back. He rushed the punt, Scott, as he mishandled the snap.
Well, the ball hits the turf, and then he's just rushing to get it. I'm surprised Northside really only had one guy get close, and he was going right up the middle, so Quinn was able to go off to the left side to try to punt it.
Scott, if Quinn would have run with that, if he'd have looked up and run with it, he'd probably still be running.
Yeah.
Hopefully the young lady here for the Vikings is okay because, I mean, it hit her square in the back. She never saw it coming.
She's smiling now, so...
Look, this is why you don't turn your back to the field of play no matter where you are. I mean, I'll never forget, number one, trying to come on the sidelines for a Cajuns game, and the play was coming off the field, and I didn't see it as I was coming to the field and got laid out by a wide receiver. Joseph, again, the quarterback for the Vikings, starting at the Rebel 38-yard line. Looks to his left, throws. It is caught by his intended receiver at the Rebel 35. They'll blow that dead right there, and it'll set up second down and 7 after a gain of 3.
I've only gotten taken out in the first game I ever shot. It was a Lafayette High football game, and the quarterback at the time, Lafayette High, Brian Rossbury, 1990, took me out.
So mine would have been 98, 99 that it happened.
I ran into Brian's dad a few years ago in Acadiana Mall. He said, "Do you remember Brian Rossbury?" I said, "I will never forget Brian Rossbury. I'm his dad."
Joseph to throw. It's over the head of his intended receiver and incomplete. That sets up third down and 6 for the Vikings from the Rebel 34.
Good coverage by Granger out there. Miss Granger, if you're listening, your boy did well. And we'll see a lot of Mr. Granger in the either as a running back or a defensive back next year, number 24.
And I believe he's also a freshman, Scott, correct?
He's young. Let's see. Sophomore.
So he'll be a junior, and yes, he will see lots of playing time. Joseph looks to his right immediately to throw. Throws in the flat. It is incomplete through the hands of his intended receiver, Donovan Como. Check that, Damon Como.
Again, good mixture of vets. Alex Castile. God, can't speak tonight. Alec Castile's still out there.
So that makes it 4th down and 6 for the Vikings. All new Rebels in defensively. Too many to count off and too many to walk through. Joseph to throw on 4th down. Chucks this one downfield. He's got a man, and it's incomplete as it is overthrown by a hair, and that sets up a turnover on downs. The Rebel defense does its job, and the offense gets a Chick-fil-A 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
And the Rebels had good double coverage. Luke Hebert, the veteran, with Granger, the up-and-comer.
See if we can effort some scores from around the area as the Rebels have a 36-0 lead over the Vikings of Northside here in the 4th quarter. 8:47 remaining on the Oshner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. 3rd quarter score that we are watching, Neville Tigers 28, Ash 7 in the 3rd. Southside 65, New Iberia 7 in the 4th. 3rd quarterback in for the Rebels, hands it off, and that's going to be a fumble, Scott. But the Rebels, I think, able to crawl back to it. For the Rebels, it was Fontenot handing off. And Scott, I think that's Benoit with his 2nd fumble here in the quarter. Check that. Is that Noah Maha? 34.
No, Benoit.
Yeah, that is Benoit, who has put the ball on the turf now twice. He was able to recover both. We're glad for him, as he walks off the field with maybe the gentle assistance of a trainer holding onto that left arm and shoulder.
Yeah, Ricky Landry popped right back there.
Loss of 7 on the play.
If I'm not mistaken, Benoit was out for a game or so earlier in the year with an injury.
Well, we hope he feels better.
Certainly had Clavel out for a few games.
Victor Simon checks in at running back as the snap goes through the legs of Fontenot. The fumble and into the end zone, and the Viking defense gets a score. I thought we heard whistles, Scott, was the only thing there, but apparently we didn't, as the Vikings defense gets on the board here, as the Rebels just not able to handle the starting defensive unit for the Vikings, and gets on the board 36-6.
Well, snaps coming real low. Now I wonder, and I didn't notice, you had Citron and Landry doing a lot of the starting center action for the Rebels.
Well, if I'm Coach Corbel, if I'm Coach Corbel, they're probably not.
So these are guys that Fontenot and Calandra usually get snaps from, and now they've been moved up to the first team.
Correct.
So you got to build up that rapport.
There's a false start. Snap and kick is no good. So 36-6, the Rebels lead it after the defensive touchdown from the Vikings with 8 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. That'll send the Rebels unit back out. We'll come back right here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
First points of the night on the board for the Northside Vikings come from the hands of their defense. A fumble recovery, then returned into the end zone for a touchdown against the Rebels. Scott, probably second, third string offense?
Oh, a mix, I'm sure. All right, look, Kramer standing on his own. He's visiting with some of the other linemen. Frugier standing on his own. He seems okay. hopefully that bodes well, and they just precautionary stuff. Let's let these guys rest early. Because I think next week it's going to be a mixed bag. I think they're going to have a good part of the week off, is what I'm hearing, just to rest and recoup.
Kick is taken in by Celestine at the 35, and Scott, if he cuts to the near side, he might still be running. Celestine ran
that's enough, guys.
Into the teeth of the return unit or the coverage unit for the Vikings, and the Rebels will set up shop at the 35-yard line of the Vikings with the Rebels rather, with a Chick-fil-A 1st and 10.
Is it just me, or this year, whistles are coming in late, and players just keep on going too? So there's the lateness of the whistle, and then there's the ignorance.
I seem to agree with you with regards to the fact that we've had a couple of games where we have thought and even commented on, man, that whistle needs to blow sooner. So Clavel checks in at quarterback, and it is, sure enough, I checked that. Hudson Clavel checks in at tailback. He will now move to the left of his quarterback as Calandra now calls for the football. Handoff Clavel, tries the right side, surges ahead across the 35-yard line, and Clavel turns not much into a short gain for the Teurlings Rebels on 1st down.
You love the way I did it. I mean, first he goes laterally across the line or alongside the line, and then straight in, and then he turns to the side. He tries to shorten his body and find that little crevice. A couple yards.
Stout stays in at wide receiver for the Rebels. Calandra calls for the football. Handoff Clavel. Clavel across the 40, breaks a tackle to the 45-yard line, and Clavel is close to the 1st down.
Hudson doesn't mind hitting people. You get that feeling?
I can feel it up here.
It was like a ping pong ball. He bounced off those bumpers a couple times. Or pinball. That's what I'm trying to say. Pinball. People still play pinball?
People do still play pinball. I rather enjoy pinball on occasion. Clavel behind Calandra. 1st down and 10 at the Rebel 45. Rebels working play clocks. We're under 7 seconds now. Clavel breaks a tackle in the backfield, now cuts it across the 45 to the 50, and the junior's tough running turns nothing into a 5-yard gain on 1st down.
Comes out and just pieces his way around. I mean, just coming back left and right, left and right. Shaking his left hand a little bit. Looked like he got pinged a bit.
He was hit immediately in the backfield as soon as he got the ball, broke the tackle, and picked up not 5, but 6.
Mike Willis is back in.
Clock continues to run, approaching 5:40 here left in the 4th quarter. Calandra taking marching orders well. This ball will be snapped with less than 5 seconds on the play clock. Hands off Willis. Willis gets to the 50, maybe the 49, and that's going to be it for the Rebel ball carrier.
It was kind of a high tackle.
Oh, Scott, it looked like he launched over and onto the ball carrier.
Like he was grabbing around the helmet.
I would agree. That sets up 3rd down and 5 for the Rebels offensively, with 5:05 left on the Ochsner Lafayette General Orthopedic game clock. Clavel looks to throw, throws, and it's caught. Tackle broken by Boone at the 40 to the 35. Boone inside the 25, and the Teurlings Rebels offense is going to be just shy of the Hub City Ford red zone at the 22.
There's a late flag. Like
dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Vikings, roughing the passer maybe? But if that's the case, man, how...
It was real late, though, come on, and it was
and
downfield.
It's way downfield, yeah, so it's probably not a roughing the passer type call.
And look, we've seen Kagan Boone do some nice things. Kagan was just caught in a numbers game. Also, a bunch of veterans ahead of him. While Kagan's a senior, a bunch of veterans who have played more. But, the few times Kagan, he had a great touchdown called back a few games ago.
Yeah.
And then he's against Rain, I believe. And then he's had some really nice moments when he's been able to play.
Clavel checks back in. Calandra calls for the football. Ball inside the 10. Little bump pass to the near side. Dupuy inside the 10. Dupuy cuts it to the 5, to the 4, and the Teurlings Rebels are in business. The penalty assisted them getting inside the Hub City Ford red zone.
But we have a holding call. So the world will never know about Riley's nice run. Except we'll know. We'll talk about it over smoldering fires.
We called it. If we called it, it happened. And Scott, 4:08 left in the ball game. 36-6. You would hope that the officiating crew would like to go home as well. Clavel in the pistol behind Calandra. Handoff Clavel and Scott. The Rebels are just getting met in the backfield. Soon as the handoff comes in, the Vikings, and to be fair, I don't know that the Vikings have a second, third string.
Yeah.
When you just look at numbers, there just aren't enough players on the sidelines. But look, credit to these young men because they play hard. They have played hard all season. And to show up the way they have, you tip your cap to your opponent in this scenario because they have played like men, not just all night, but all year here at Northside High.
All right, Will Fontenot is in now at quarterback. That offensive line, relatively new guys.
Except for the center, Scott. I believe the center is still the fourth-string center to start the season. Fontenot going to run it inside the 25. He'll get to the 23, and that's going to set up fourth down. And, let's see, ball at the 23, 22.
So we're seeing a snapshot of next year's quarterback battle, much like we saw with Munoz and Price last year. One is considered more the runner, although Alex has certainly fooled us about that one with his passing ability, and one is considered more the passer, A.J. Price. Calandra and Fontenot bring about that same skill set. Calandra considered more the thrower, Fontenot considered more the runner, but my guess is both of them do both things. You don't become part of that conversation if you don't have a double skill set.
3rd and 22 for the Rebels. Calandra, straight drop back, heavy pressure, throws down the sidelines. It is caught and then pushed out of bounds inside the 10. It's not enough for the first down, Scott, because the ball will be marked at the 6. Rebels needed to get to the 1 in order to get the first down. But this is now 4th and 5, and this is a great opportunity for the Rebels to send out their field goal kicking unit and practice in a real game the special teams aspect of the ball game.
Yep.
And, of course, it is a new kicker for the Rebels. It's LaBeouf, I believe. Yep, Alex.
Who's done a really nice job as a kickoff guy. He took Logan's place for a couple games.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is no good.
Line drive and to the left.
Yep, line drive and to the left. We'll take the break. 1:28 remaining in the ball game. Rebels lead at 36-6 here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana. Let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
Rebels turn the ball over after the missed field goal. Vikings start at their own 20-yard line, but the Rebels lead at 36-6. Scores that we're watching tonight: Lafayette Mighty Lions 34-14 over Sulphur in the fourth quarter. And in the third, Neville still holding on to a 28-7 lead over Ash. That's a big game for the Rebels. Flag on the play as we get a delay of game against the Vikings as the play clocks reach 0. That's going to back them up 5 yards. Scott, this looks like it's a new quarterback for the Vikings. I'm trying to make sure I've got the right number. Could be number 6. Is that Paul Kluse?
That's what I would say.
We got to make sure it's number 6. Handoff, Isidore in the backfield. He is hit and taken down for a loss. Rebels get the TFL.
And really nice pursuit back there by Cole Hebert. Senior linebacker.
Okay, so Scott, that is the incorrect number. I believe it's 18. Or check that. 16. Demarion Williams, I believe. Williams hands off up the middle with a crease. Shy of the 20-yard line is the running back. That sets up 3rd down and long for the Vikings. And Scott, on the far side, I just watched Carson LeBlanc, 38, take a punch to the face. Look at the official and go, and the official just didn't do anything. But look, with 37 seconds remaining in the ball game, I absolutely understand it from the official standpoint.
Well, if the official could say hit him back.
Yeah, that's the point. Williams calls for the football. Handoff straight ahead. Rebels able to meet the ball carrier after a very short game. But see, Scott, there's the problem. And now you got a huge fight because the official didn't call it the first time.
He didn't call it the first time.
And that's the problem. And look, we've got to maintain our composure better than that. You cannot lose your composure like that when you've been hit like that. And that is going to probably end up in an ejection for a Teurlings Rebel. And I thought, Scott, it was 38. I thought it was Carson LeBlanc, the defensive back, junior. And that is going to do it for the ball game. Teams are going to shake hands. There's probably going to be an ejection post-game, but that is absolutely on the official for not calling it the first time.
Yeah, when a punch was thrown.
And stopping it instead of letting it go, and then on the play, things go out of hand. It's a terrible mar to a great game for the Rebels. 36-6 winners. And, Scott, the Rebels go undefeated District 4 4A champs for the first time in 30 years. Since 1995 is the first time this has happened. Coincidingly, it was also in the first game of the season, or the first game of Sonny Chaponche's coaching era, and the first game of Michael Corville's coaching era. We will go ahead and take a break. Come back with the postgame show here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana, let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's...
The Rebels Radio and streaming on 446 Sports alongside Scott Brasda, Tyler Darbone back in the studio. Ike Brunet on the sidelines, who's going to have highlights of tonight's game for our Facebook page. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Rebels win 36-6 over the Vikings of Northside High, and for the first time in 30 years run their record to a perfect 10-0. Undefeated season, undefeated district champs, and now the Rebels wait.
Now they wait. Mikey Corville's told us to root for Neville because there's a good chance if Neville holds on. And they had a 3 or 4 touchdown lead over Alexandria High. The Rebels had a shot at being the number 2 seed, which would mean home field advantage. Not a beautiful game for the Rebels, really on either side. Defense, I thought, overall played better than the offense, but 36-6, so I'll take those kinds of games anytime.
Here's the interesting part about that conversation, Scott. I believe that this Northside team is just offensively, and this is going to sound bad because we scored 36 points and got no defensive touchdowns, but this was an offensive poor matchup for the Rebels. Offensively, the skill set of what the Vikings can do was not a great scenario for the Rebels. The Rebels are built to be a balanced attack, which means the pass balances out the run. Given, as you said, the speed of this Vikings defense, they played man-to-man, and that man-to-man was tough on our receivers.
Yeah, and our running backs, too. When we had big plays, they tracked down Alex once. They tracked down a couple of our receivers. That helps make up for some problems. That keeps 20-yard gains from going into the end zone. So Northside's got some things to do. Dugan needs some help as he grows and evolves. But, nice competitive game on their side. I thought offensively at times we were a bit of a mess. Forced the issue on some sideline patterns that we don't typically do. But, again, you did just enough. And the defense, even though at times they were a little inconsistent, big plays when it had to happen. That number 1 defense didn't allow a touchdown. Either of our defenses didn't allow a touchdown.
And when we say the passing game wasn't really in sync, Viator had three touchdown receptions tonight. He had so many, we thought he only had 2 when he had 3. I mean, that's how this goes. Will you recap the scoring for us here tonight?
You got it. First quarter, 6-0 in the 10-20 mark when Munoz hits Viator for a 4-yard TD. A little while later, Munoz runs one in from 20 yards out. That made it 13-0. First quarter ended that way. Second quarter, Boudreaux kicks a 32-yard field goal, 10-minute mark in the second, 16-0. Rebels 2:33 to go in the second quarter. Munoz to Spencer Mesh, 25-yard score. 52 seconds to go in the half. Munoz to Viator, 28-yard score. Then we went to the third, and after an Alec Castile interception, Munoz to Viator again, 53 yards. That made it 36-0.
Northside did get points defensively off of a fumble recovery, then into the end zone. Rebels, and I think Coach Corville will probably tell us this as we start getting into next week and the week after. He pulled a lot of starters.
He did.
Earlier maybe than some games he normally might have, but given the Rebels are now facing a bye next week, you're facing some minor injuries that saw some people go out tonight. Frugier, The offensive lineman for the Rebels who walked out, Kramer, who ended up leaving the game. So you had a lot of knick-knack type injuries, just tacky injuries that you probably want to make sure you're not dealing with going into the bye week.
Well, and you'll have some resting time. So, Evans did not dress out tonight. He even told me this morning that his hamstring was still a little sore, so they rested him tonight. Kramer and Frugier both left with injuries earlier. I saw them both walk and seemed like a pretty steady walk to the end zone, the end of the game. So I think precautionary stuff. Let's not push it on these guys in case it is something bigger. So, the Rebels played well enough. And Clavel, again, you got to remind you, Hudson Clavel, who will probably be the subject of a CBS report next week because of what he was doing picking up trash in the stands last week. He had a couple nice runs. He had some good moments. So the CBS folks will get a little extra footage.
Rebels win it 36-6. Congratulations to Coach Corval. What a way to usher in the Michael Corval era at Teurlings Catholic High. An undefeated regular season, an undefeated district championship, and the Rebels get ready to head to the playoffs. We'll come back, update some scores, and talk about what this might look like as the Rebels now look at a bye week next week. And then we start to see what the playoffs look like for the 2025 season. This is the Teurlings Rebels Radio on News Talk 96.5 KPEL and streaming on 446 Sports.
At Guillory Chiropractic, we offer a variety of services to help you feel your best. From chiropractic adjustments for back pain relief to prenatal care during pregnancy, our team is dedicated to providing personalized treatment plans. We also specialize in sports injury rehabilitation and can assist with post-accident recovery. Whether it's routine checkups or specialized care, Guillory Chiropractic has the expertise and compassion you need to achieve optimal health. Contact us today to schedule an appointment at our Lafayette or Church Point locations.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team.
Postgame show here on News Talk 96.5 KPEL, streaming on 446 Sports alongside Scott Brazda. I'm Kevon Bordelon. Rebels win and go perfect. 10-0 through the 2025 regular season. 36-6 over the Vikings. And Scott, we talked about scores to watch. We have an update. Fourth quarter score. We were told to be Neville fans. Keep rooting, people, because Neville is up 31-7 on Alexandria Senior High, the Trojans, in the fourth quarter. Acadiana wrecking Rams 14-7 over the Karen Crow Golden Bears.
Nice
that
one.
score in the fourth. St. Thomas More 48-7 over North Vermilion. That's a fourth quarter score.
No surprise.
I was about to say, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's not a surprise. And, of course, your Teurlings Rebels win and win big, 36-6 over the Vikings of Northside. Again, the defense gave up no points, Mr. Brasda.
No, and they did. They kept making stops, even the couple times that the Vikings looked like they were threatening. A couple interceptions tonight. Really nice ball game, I thought, by Alec Castile. We don't call Alec's name a lot because he does a lot of that dirty work, but I thought he played a really good job back there in the secondary. Frugier certainly had a really nice ball game. Snyder, the usual suspects, Jackson Broussard, Maha, the guys played well. It wasn't great, but 36-6, right? And and I asked Mikey in the pregame interview, I said, do you care about 10-0? Fully expecting that Mikey would say, it's just a record. We're more concerned about what happens at the end of the year.
Every game's important.
But he was honest. He goes, yeah, I care. To do something that hadn't been done since Sonny's first year.
Look, you and I had a conversation before the East Ascension game, the week before. And I pointed out, I said, look, on paper, it does not matter if we lose this game. It's an out-of-district game. It's a 5A school. On paper, it does not matter.
Yeah.
But you and I and everybody else out there in the Teurlings Rebels community knew exactly what that game was about. And I made that comment without saying the second part of it. Just, look, does the game really even matter? And Mikey looked at me, gave me that look, and he's like, oh, it matters. He's like, every game matters. And that attitude is what has the Rebels executing at the level they're executing here tonight.
Well, and I think that game, too, that was week 8, helped the Rebels rev up a little bit and get ready for STM, because it was a game that there were a lot of expectations. Everyone certainly thought East Ascension was going to play better than they did. Of course, the Rebels took them out so quickly, 21-0, if I recall, before East Ascension blinked. And I think that had them ready to go for STM as if they really needed any motivation. But, come on, 10-0. Nicely done, guys.
So the Rebels now are potentially looking at a bye. There's no reason why they should not have a bye going into the playoffs after running the season undefeated.
No, they have a bye, and so it looks like a 2 or 3 seed. We'll find out on Sunday.
And that is the big thing. Why is the 2 seed? Obviously the 2 seed is important for home field advantage, but there are some other potential advantages there based upon who is going to end up in a 6, 7, 9, 11 type situation.
Yeah, it's all projection kind of things. But, if you, as Mikey was talking to me, that if certain things fell out tonight, and I don't remember everything he told me, but if you're the 2 seed, you can avoid John Curtis at least until the semis.
Because Curtis would probably be the 3.
And there's a chance you would play Tioga, who scores a lot of points but gives up a lot of points. So, things that tomorrow we'll all look at the scores and adjust and grab our brackets and play the maybe game and then see if the LHSA agrees with us.
So we have a Tioga score, and let's see if we can say that one more time. They lost or won? They lost 55-14. Yeah. So that, when you said they give up a bunch of points, giving up 55 in a game, you're not going to win a lot of games.
That would be a bunch, yeah.
That would be a bunch. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like, because it may be one of those years where, the Stars have to align to win any state championship and go on this run. The question is, do the Stars now align for the Teurlings Rebels?
What I also like is, yes, I have heard, man, if we were playing in Division II, we'd be the favorite or one of the favorites. But then I've also heard from the coaches who have quickly said, but we're not. This is what we're in. Let's do everything we can to win this one.
Teurlings Rebels won the regular season. That's all they can do to this point.
Perfect.
They finished 10-0, 36-6 over the Northside Vikings after a 38-14 win over the St. Thomas More Cougars.
And Crow is tied up Acadiana at 14. With 54 seconds left. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And the Rebels are now set, looking to the postseason of 2025 and the first year of Coach Michael Corville. It could be a storybook ending. Just that chapter has not been written yet. That is going to do it for us here from Northside High, this Richetto's road game. Scott Brasda, any parting thoughts on the night?
10-0. Congrats to Coach Mikey, his staff, the players, all the parents who helped to guide them. Get some rest. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
For Tyler Darbone back in the studio, for Ike Brunet, who's already up here because he's starting to edit highlights, for Scott Brasda, I'm Kevon Bordelon. Rebels win 36-6, go 10-0 on the season. Congratulations, Rebel Nation. It's been 30 years in the making. Have a great weekend. And remember, don't do what's easy. Do what's right. Have a blessed night.